neighbor, neighbor, think I love you. Neighbor, 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 think I love you.
Greetings and salutations.
Blessed night world.
Alafia, kings and queens.
Hello, good night.
Welcome to the Opportunity View. We are here with the young king, Mr. Joshua O.
The winner of this year's Emancipation Support Committee Primary School Spoken Word Competition. I say it right? Nice. So this is the winner.
Yes, the winner. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
How you get involved in that?
I got involved because I was intrigued and I always have a learning experience because I've done many of these before and, you know, I always try to improve on myself.
Papa. So even though he is the spoken word champion, he speaks well. All right, Joshua. So tell us a little bit about yourself now. Tell us where you're from.
I am from Trinidad and Tobago. I live in Suknanan, East Arangwes Main Road.
All right.
I am 9 years old and I attend Moulton Hall Methodist Primary School.
Right.
What class you in?
Standard 4.
All right. All right. So tell us about the experience now. We hearing big things.
The experience was good. I enjoyed it a lot.
All right.
I got to see many people perform, many faces. I got to see many ways of how people do things, and it was intriguing.
All right. So you're going to give us a piece?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're going to give us the piece you win with, or?
Before you give us the piece,
Yeah.
right? You plan to do more, or this was just something you try out? Is it something that?
No. There's gonna be a lot more in the future.
Really?
And the spoken word that you did, I know, if I remember right, part of the competition was they gave you a piece to do in your own way, but do you do your own thing?
Yes, well, I made my few tweaks. And that pushed me to the edge of the competition for where I won.
Because of your own tweaking.
Yeah, tweaks.
In the experience, because you mentioned seeing other people do stuff. All right. You make any connections where you might be willing to do something with other people in the future?
Yes, because partnerships, I can always do with partnerships. So I don't really mind if I have to be partnered with someone because it'll be a learning experience for me and I enjoy it.
All right. Orisha Lashe, we need to take a quick break.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Shortly. We'll be back all day.
The Color of the Soul, a fine art exhibition, is on at Arnim's Art Galleria. View The Color of the Soul at our newest gallery, located in Laramine on Bamboo Bay Road. 3 artists take you on a journey through realism, inspirational and abstract canvases. Nisha Mohammed, Leslie Daisley and Natasha Rampasad have colored their souls just for you. You can still catch this exhibition until November 27th. For viewing times, call us at Arnim's on 610-9289 or 763-2846. The Color of the Soul.
And we are back.
Hi again.
I was going to ask you, the school that you attend, they pushed you in it as well, or it was strictly your parents? When you say that you want to do it, your parents push you, or your school actually helped promote it as well?
Well, both did actually,
Good. All right.
because I got support from both sides, my parents, my school, family members and friends. It was a team effort.
Aye, aye, aye. You want to say hello to anybody?
I'd like to say hello to my principal. I'd like to say hello to my father. I'd like to say hello to my mother and all my family. Like to say hello to my school,
Tell us your school again.
Moulton Home Methodist Prep.
Nice.
Nice. All right, so give us a little piece.
This also goes for every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, let us build a nation together.
Aye, aye, aye.
Yeah. And tell me about that piece. What that piece was from?
That piece is from Merchant, one of Trinidad's best calypsonians.
Right.
Great songwriter, yeah.
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 You choose that
and-
piece?
Yes, I did, because I like the tune. And
So that's no. I honestly thought in the parts of the competition that I watched,
Yeah.
I thought that the Emancipation Support Committee gave you all pieces. I didn't know you choose it. But how you end up choosing that? What, they gave you music to choose from, or what?
no, they just provided
Topics?
not topics, but the music that certain people wrote,
Right.
like Singing Sandra and Brother Resistance,
Right.
and yeah,
And
Lord
you chose-
Pretender, and
And you chose Merchant? You chose Merchant?
Wow.
yes, it
All
was a decision I made.
Right.
Because I had to look through all these songs, and Let Us Build a Nation Together just stood out. Yeah.
Right. I kind of blown away because we tend to pass over that type of music,
Yeah.
music from that era that's so powerful. I mean, today it has certain Black Stallion songs
Yeah.
that was sung like he sing it today, like he sing it for what we're going through today. And there's one of the reasons why some people is vexed with me when I tell them I do really see the need to celebrate independence in Trinidad and Tobago. Because we like to celebrate it from a numbers perspective,
Yeah.
as
How-
in we're
how old?
56 years old as a nation and thing. But I don't see nothing to celebrate in that when Merchant sing a song 20-something or 30-something years ago that is still very relevant today, simply because we did not do things to fix some of the things that these calypsonians sing about. And I just wonder if that is one of the reasons why they just run from that kind of calypso and promote the kind of nonsense that they're promoting today. Because when we can make it if we try, we still need that today.
Yes.
Especially during this pandemic here. We need that today.
Yeah.
You know, so Joshua, seeing that you do that song from Merchant, you get the lyrics on it, that inspire you to go and listen to any more of the older calypsos?
Well, I've heard pieces of empowerment. I can't take that.
Yeah, this man personality huge boy. I wasn't ready for that, you know.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready. But I'm happy to see, because I know Joshua a little while, and I have grown to see him become an amazing gentleman, right?
Thank you.
And he's continuing to grow from strength to strength. These are the children of our future people, right? We need to go back to the foundation and continue, as we spoke about in our last episode, the heart-to-heart with the African people. We need to invest in our youth. This is the way forward. It is the only way forward. We need to stop dancing the topic and trying to act as though it is about us, right? As a parent myself, I want to also talk about the fact that we have to make the sacrifices, right? And too many of us are trying to enjoy the spoils of our hard work at the expense of the children, right? And the children's future. So I have made up my mind that I'm going to do certain things, and everything that I'm doing now is not for me. You understand? And when I see young men like this, I feel good. I could think about, because lately I've been trying to stay positive about the future for my children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And fortunately tonight one of my children on set with me, you know. So and today we were just talking about similar situations, you know, how we see things happening and where we see the world going, and do I think, because I don't think, it's real scary.
It is, as a parent.
You know, it's scary as a parent.
Because you have to try and look forward. And when you look forward based on what's in front of you, thank goodness for people like Joshua, because last week, you know, we had a heart-to-heart here. And I was real glad to have Joshua. And Joshua
there's a nice bounce back from that.
On top of that, Joshua being a child of one of our schoolmates.
Yes.
Who come from a place that they say,
Doom.
Plenty people.
Yeah. They always want to bomb down the place.
No good things
that's come
from there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is a child, we're not reporting about the child. The child is here speaking, Joshua is here speaking.
Yeah.
We hear him, you know, that 9 years articulation, well, 9 years old, but articulation is way older than 9 years old. You know, that didn't come just so.
Yes.
You know, influenced by your parents. I'm sure your parents are a big influence. And
They were.
big support. And I'm glad to have somebody, especially so young.
Yeah.
On set, champion. Is it something that you have to defend next year, or?
Well, it's something that I have to choose to defend.
Okay.
So if you leave, what happens?
They just crown on you?
They just crown the new winner.
But you could go back if you want.
Yes, I have to be, I think it's under 11.
I honestly would like to see you back again, because in a year time a lot happens, a lot changes, a lot of things you will learn.
Yeah.
So I would like to see you. I would like to see you back there, and I would also like to see you do more the spoken word. I would love to see it.
That's something that I really plan on doing, because it's been enjoyable. And viewing from what most parents do every day to protect their children, provide, I would say that, you know, I'd like to lighten up someone's day.
Nice.
So Joshi, tell me about, because you sound like a young man who thinks a lot. Where do you see yourself going? You know, tell us about what school you want to pass for, and because you're going to do SCA just now.
2 years time.
2 years time, all right. So you thought about what school you want to pass for? Where you want to go?
Fatima College.
Why?
Because I've heard it's one of the best schools in Trinidad and Tobago, and honestly, I just want to be a part of the best of the best.
Ah, boy. I like it. and after Fatima, what do you think you want to do? You have a career in mind?
Yes.
What's the career that you want to do?
Animation, because I see that people make a pretty big buck out of it, and it's something that I generally enjoy.
So you already start, well, all right.
So you could draw anything?
Yes.
So you don't like it, you don't start in it, and you know it have money in it.
Yes. And this is the thing, people, like,
And I already have backup plans and everything.
you have a backup plan? What's the backup plan?
Boy.
Singing.
What trouble is this?
9 years old and you have a backup plan.
Yes.
He's singing better than plenty adults I know. I ain't even joking. I even joking. So Joshi, you say you wanted to be an animator. What research have you done about animation and stuff?
Well, the research that I've done wasn't technically on Google, but I've done watching movies and I've analyzed most of the things because as an animator, I know many things like about the animation pipeline. I know that there's certain parts of the pipeline. For instance, let's say someone is drawing something for episode 40 while another team is designing the shoes that is going to be worn in episode 15. And right now I'm trying to think which part of the pipeline am I going to be.
So have you started working on any projects like of your own? Any animation projects of your own?
I've done a few animation projects, and most of them are still works in progress because I'm not all that good at animation because I'm still learning.
All right.
I have this small software, Flipperclip, and it's really helped me a lot.
Are you listening to this? You know, sir, this is so scary because is 8, 9?
9.
He's 9. I am 40. And at 9, I could tell you, I wasn't thinking about nothing.
Nothing like that. Nothing
What
close
he
to
now
that.
say there.
Yeah.
Right? So these are the things. I mean, I feel good. Right? I feel good coming out of that discussion last week, you know, because as a community, you know, we always kind of gravitate to the negative.
Yeah.
Right? We don't focus on the positive. We don't enrich the positive. We don't uplift the positive. I want to magnify this with man because the man, he's saying things.
Yeah.
He is saying things. Right? So Joshi, you want to get married and thing? Family and you reach all that far? You ain't think all about all of that yet?
Well, yes.
I'll put you on the spot.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I know, Mom. You haven't discussed that with me. But I've already...
You think about it.
Well, all right.
All right.
Well, we know that discussion coming next.
I'm already planning on where I'm going to live, what am I going to do, if I'm going to start a business. I'm planning for my children that aren't even alive yet.
One tip I'll give you, Joshi. Write it down. Please, make notes. Write down all your dreams, all your aspirations, all your visions, all your goals.
Well, one of my goals is definitely get better at animation because right now I think I'm at rock bottom, but even though I'm at rock bottom, I refuse to give up because it's something that I want to do.
Do you think that you would, in Trinidad, there's room for plenty animators?
Well,
Or is it,
depends,
or do you think you'd have
'cause-
to leave Trinidad?
Well, it depends on what I might have to do because some things are here and some things are there, and I might have to be traveling all the time, and it's gonna take a pretty big bite out of my money. So I'm going to have to settle in one place that has a stable amount of the items that I need.
So let me ask you something now. You have money?
It's song, so. So you know what school you want to go to do this animation and thing, Joshi?
Yes.
What school?
Ringling College of Arts and Design,
Where that is?
Sarasota, Florida.
Wow. Well,
My goodness.
I know for sure your parents and them done start to...
Yeah, money had to put out. Money
yeah,
had to put out.
yeah.
Yeah. Money had to put out.
Because you don't have, that's a real good thing, though, that you actually know where
And
you
what
want to go and do it. And I'm sure the reason I know where to go and do it is because it's probably a highly regarded school that you read up on and stuff already.
Research. I've also looked up on the tools. I already have animation software on my computer. So I have 2 animation softwares. Yay!
How much time you just spend, because you're going to school, there's a school work to do and thing. How you just divide your time between animation and especially in the last couple of weeks where you was doing the competition, how you divide the time between school, animation, and the competition?
I can't say because it's something I did unconsciously.
So it's not like you had a time, you didn't have a timetable, no?
Well, I do have a schedule, but I implement my animation on my own, like probably an hour of, animation. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's something I really enjoy because, when I look at cartoons, it just inspires me just to look at all the detail that they put into these things.
So what's one of your favorite cartoons? One of the cartoons that motivate you to want to animate?
I will have to say, well, it's not a cartoon, but Dragon Ball.
Well, that's anime. Anime is called a Japanese
Heavy anime.
Yeah.
Yes.
A very long running
Series.
Yeah.
Yes. So anything you want to say before you run away?
Well, to anyone aspiring to their goals and dreams, and you decide to change it later, I say from now, just start to make a backup plan, something that you're really good at. Because if one thing doesn't work, then you're going to need something to fall back on. And honestly, you're going to need a few backup plans, because if your backup plan doesn't work, you're going to need a backup plan for your backup plan.
Out of the mouth of babes. You hear that wisdom?
I don't feel like if I could say anything else again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So folks, we're gonna take another break and we'll be back. Thanks, Joshi.
The Color of the Soul, a fine art exhibition, is on at Arnim's Art Galleria. View The Color of the Soul at our newest gallery, located in Laramine on Bamboo Bay Road. 3 artists take you on a journey through realism, inspirational and abstract canvases. Nisha Mohammed, Leslie Daisley and Natasha Rampasad have colored their souls just for you. You can still catch this exhibition until November 27th. For viewing times, call us at Arnim's on 610-9289 or 763-2846. The Color of the Soul.
Gayelle, you nice, sweet like sugar and spice. Queen Omega tell you this, I listen to voice. Don't call me local, cause Gayelle international and global. You listen this, don't call me no local artist, cause we, we run this reggae business. So don't call me local, Gayelle international and global. You listen this, don't call me no local artist, we run it. Gayelle, listen. Disrespect Gayelle station. Gayelle, you got the plan. You take away the people of frustration with the good vibes. You bring sweet media, you bring good music, you bring good fun, and yes, Gayelle do it. Queen Omega, yes, you have to prove it. Yes, Gayelle, you can never lose it. Don't call me local, Gayelle, international and global. You listen this. Don't call me no local artist. I'm an ambassador in this reggae business. Don't call me local, Gayelle international and global. You listen this. Don't call me Gayelle. You run the place in Queen Omega, so that every time representing. Number 1.
Yes, guys.
So we're back?
We are back.
So much of things that I wanted to say, before we started,
Yeah.
but after hearing Joshua, and as I say, it was kind of refreshing to have a young African child after last week's episode. A child of 2 people that I know, a child that doing so much. He win the competition. You can check out the Emancipation Support Committee Facebook page to see
Yeah.
some of the performances and his winning performance. You know, it just kind of gave a sense of, it kind of, I feel motivated right now.
Yeah.
He speaks so well. You know, I hear it, I listen to him talk and I just hear him how bad they say we just talk now.
Yeah.
Because of how good he's speaking now.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what we need. And we need to highlight them more. Because there is not Joshua is not a one-off.
No.
The problem is we're not highlighting them.
Yeah.
And,
And for me, what I will say is that it speaks to what is being put in him. You understand? I sure he ain't getting so just so. Mommy
Of
and daddy
course not.
see something in him and, you know, they will motivate him and push him and encourage him.
encouragement, yeah.
And you see encouragement, as I said last week, if we pay attention to our children, we will see. We will see. You understand? And each one of them have their own gift. So it's imperative upon us to really pay attention to them. You know, I mean, everybody ain't cut out to be lawyer and judge and engineer and doctor. You understand? That is not all, and we cannot continue to force all of our children down that road. And we see the downside right now, you know. Lawyers is dime a dozen. Doctors coming out like rain. Right? So much that plenty of them can't even get work in the hospitals right now because it has no space. Right? And then you have a whole heap of other careers. Plumbing, masonry, carpentry,
lacking.
electrical, mechanical, name it.
We're important people. Imagine that a place like Trinidad,
Yeah.
the skill level, the skills level at tradesmen in Trinidad and Tobago used to be legendary,
It still is legendary.
right? But now you have people coming here and doing them kind of jobs. You know, when they're not supposed to be so.
Yeah.
You know, people ain't supposed to be able to come Trinidad or hear that they could come Trinidad and get that kind of work easy because we have it. And as I say, the skills level, legendary. We're supposed to be paying. Yeah, and the next big problem we have too, boy. You know, my father is a master tradesman. I work with him. I see some of the work he do. And I realize doing my own business now, where I have to present you with something. I'm not buying something and selling it over. I'm actually doing something that I present you. I understand even more now how good my father is. Because I see my father build cupboards for people and go back by the people and see them watching the cupboards. Like, so you know they love it, they're satisfied.
Yeah.
Right? When we had that kind of play, how much you want to pay them? Imagine you is a skilled tradesman, a skilled plumber, and a man telling you how much money he going and pay you.
Nah, that's absurd.
You know, all these little things we have to work out as well too, because we can't tell the children and them learn plumbing. But then when come time now, we also teach them to stand up and your price is your price.
That's right.
So now you're going to do our work. You must be start the work. Because, you know, we are real business to discuss as well.
Correct.
You know, I've seen it, I've experienced it, where you start to do a work, you didn't even talk money and thing yet.
And that is insane.
Right, but it's something, especially for tradespeople,
Yeah.
it has happened a lot.
Yeah.
Man, you start to do a work and in your mind you have a figure. And you have in your mind this, yeah, I feel I should get $1 for doing this. And the man come telling you he gave you 50 cents. That's true of everything, you know.
Yeah, because you lose your encouragement, you lose your enthusiasm, you don't want to do the job no more.
You must be done have the dollar spent already. You know? And all of that for me is part of the growth of our community because that goes into all aspects of business.
Yeah.
We seem to not have a respect for each other in business.
Agreed.
We seem to want, no. You never do this before, you know. But you know what this costs. Because it's from me.
Yeah.
Last night, I'll show you the Chinese jersey. When we was in Bata, I'll show you the Chinese jersey. And I remember a few years ago, China pumped out a set of jersey with this exact same print.
Yeah, the King Tut.
The King Tutankhamun. And black people run it down. Oh, go, watch me now.
Yeah. All them hoodies.
I selling that, but I selling it as a African, from an African perspective. The same thing, you know. but you ain't buying it from me.
Yeah.
You know? Or you're questioning my price.
Yeah.
When you went in the store to buy the shiny one, did you question the price?
Of course not.
You know? And we had to move away from them things.
Of course not.
What we see last night and all, while we buying things to eat, you come and well, so much for that here?
Yeah. But you're going down on the avenue and pay for it. You're going down on the avenue and pay the price. They ain't asking you.
You understand?
They not asking you.
And that is what I'm saying to you. That's how we had to change the way. And it's not easy, eh? It's not easy at all, boy.
It's really difficult. We have to, and the hardest, the funniest part of the whole thing is, Orisha Lashe, is that it's only when they get into what we into, then they will realize the value. Because it does get tired of here anyway, you know.
If they just get tired of here, eh?
But we ain't shutting up.
No.
We
I ain't shutting up.
I ain't not shutting up neither. Because here what going on. If all you have to get your ears rinsed out until we go on, and then all they say, boy, remember them fellas and them used to be talking that, boy. Right? We have to do it. It is mandatory.
Even before we go from here, you know why? Higher people never share. I want to say this, we had to keep saying this, they never share nothing from my business. You always talking all that black talk, all that this, right? But them start a business and unconsciously send the same information for their business for me to share.
Yeah. I invite to like the page and share the page.
And asking you to share. It's like, yo, that's the exact same thing I've been saying to you, asking you to do with my business, and not just my business alone. I do not promote my business alone.
Anybody coming around with that shipping, this is shipping.
I promote all the businesses, black-owned businesses that I interact with, that I know give good service, I promote.
Yeah.
Because I scrolling through my Facebook feed and I see Swag Elite make a post. It's not taking me nothing to click and share. Because what does do? When I share that now, somebody on my feed scrolling through. Cool, you know, I was looking for a new hairdresser, I was looking for a new barber.
And they don't understand the power of the social media, you know, King. Let me look at it in simple figures, right? One man have 100 followers. 100. Let me use worst case scenario because it's not no 100. Last time I checked, everybody I check on Facebook and thing is all kind of 300 and 400 people following them and whatever, right? So if you want to use them kind of figures, use them kind of figures. 400 people following you. And you share one post from somebody who doing business, who you appreciate, who you've bought the product from, you know the value of the product. And you just type a little thing, excellent service, excellent product, excellent price. Right? And you just click share. And that share now hit the 400 of them page. Now we know the algorithm thing.
Yeah.
Right? So it will take some getting to do. But even if 30 people see that one post
and engage in it,
and then 10 people buy, you know the difference that could make?
But on top of that, it's still a more. Because when them 10 people buy, them coming out and tell 10 other people, good, I buy this, and this thing is real good. Yeah. So there's a next set of engagement. Because somebody going out of them 10 people, the 5 of them 10 people might come now.
Yes.
And then either they do want to do two things possible now. They come and buy, and then when they buy, because I would hear from the 10 people, they go share it the same way, and they go tell 5 other people.
Yeah.
And it will keep rolling.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, that's so hard, boy.
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing, boy.
Yeah. Like the snowball effect, they call it. And we need to be excited about one another businesses all here.
So, that I
it's
can't.
real simple.
But it ingrained in us, and again, it's conversations we do like to have. That's how this program come about.
Yeah.
Oh, you tell Jay-Z and Beyonce happy birthday. You telling Jay-Z on social media, he might never handle that Facebook page.
Yeah.
And you comfortable typing, yo, happy birthday, Jigga.
Yeah.
And you claim to be my friend, my family.
Yeah.
And I don't have not one piece of my business on your page.
Yeah.
We crazy.
Yeah.
I have no way to go around that. We crazy.
Yeah. And then we want to, we quick to compare ourselves to other communities, you know. But I look at something. I watch a doubles man start in Barata already, right? The youth man telling you the doubles and thing. But religiously, you see the East Indian community following the man. Even if it ain't tasting good, they will come and say, Sonny, here what's going on now? Put a little more masala anything now. Or put a little more curry in chana. Or boil the chana a little more. And they give them the advice. And they help them. And they help them. And they help them. And they go and they tell Nani down the road, hey, you ain't see Gita son doing thing. You must go and try doubles. And that's how it just go. You understand? It's simple. It's really simple.
That's not hard at all.
It's really simple. You know what I mean? But we will find every excuse not to do it with we people. Right? And then we vex. We vex. when we see them driving the Benz from buying doubles, from selling doubles. But it is the same thing in our community. It is the exact same thing. You understand? I will support and promote your business till I dead. Because I believe in the Nubian experience. I believe in God Save the Creative. Right? I believe in these brands. So why do I need an international brand? Look at the hoodie. Just remove this and put a Nike swoosh.
Same thing.
It's the same thing. And it don't feel no different. It does not feel any different. You understand? And I'm looking damn good in the thing.
That also speaks to how well programmed we are.
Yeah.
Because you see that last part? Somebody asked me to print something for them. A commercial print. They wanted print on that. They sell things. And they wanted 12 of the prints. And when I done printed for them, you know, they asked me something that make me think, boy, where is original, boy? There's a man at a big store, and he have a mixer high, expensive stuff, straight down to the non-expensive stuff, right? He wanted some of them, because he say he feel, while it playing, he didn't necessarily need to go California and get, he said that could have worked as a print and still playing. And when it done, it was so neat, and he asked, he said, what is original? Goes the way now, say they take off that off it. And they put one of the other brands on it, the established brands. What's the difference? The difference is we still stuck in the mindset that because something expensive, it make we some kind of something. And plenty are we stuck in that.
But King, it just, actually I was talking to my son about that today, right? Originally we was doing bartering, right? Where I would exchange our good and service with you from whatever good and service you have for my good and service, right? Then we introduce fiat, paper money. This paper have no value.
No value at all.
Right? And now we go on even further because we introducing cryptocurrency.
Something you can't even see.
You can't see, touch, or feel it. Right? And then we go on even further now to NFTs. Women.
I still didn't grasp that concept.
Brother, listen.
I still didn't grasp that concept.
And it is all down to the value we place on things. Right? So if I come and I say, see this gold cup here? I sell in this gold cup for $1,000. And I put it in a nice velvet wrapping and a nice crystal box. And I put the price tag on it. You go run and buy it. Because you could come now and put it on your shelf and say, I pay $1,000 for this cup. You ain't even drinking tea in it. You ain't even drinking tea or water. You want nobody touch it. Because you pay $1,000 for it. But it is the same cup.
One of the best I ever saw is we partner Mary and sent it her. Where in England they do, I would call it a social experiment. They put a red brick in a box and have it as a special sale.
Yeah.
And people line up to buy it.
Yeah.
Line up.
To buy a stone.
To buy what we would call a stone. A brick. A brick, you know, the English style houses is a that kind of shape.
Yeah.
It's about that and that in a box. And people line up to buy this thing, boy. And I tell people, I don't know if given the opportunity to start over again, I don't know that I would do the Nubian experience as a clothing line. You know. I'll probably get into something else. Because even though I love doing it, the idea that I have for the Nubian experiences drive me. When I mean drive me, if you're not into something that you love, if you just have a job, and you know, it's not a job that you love and thing, it's kind of hard for me to explain, but like this, the revolution will not be broadcast, and there's a set of different devices now, right? These things is just come. Because I want to make a statement with the clothes I wear. You know, it started because I decided I wear Africa on a jersey and I can't find an Africa on a jersey no way in Trinidad, boy. No way, boy. Well, then better I do it. And then I wanted to start to say more. But I didn't understand the mindset of our people at that time. And that is why I say, if I had to do it over, with the knowledge I have, I'm not sure, boy. Because the mindset of our people, it is something that I am not exactly mad at people who don't want to deal with our people. Out of frustration. Not out of self-hate, out of frustration. Because a lot of our people, the elders, the generation right over us, plenty of them frustrated. But the frustration is anger. They're angry because, I mean, 30, 40 years you out here putting out information, trying to do things to help people and things. And look at what's going on now, boy. Look at the music playing on the radio and them kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
That's frustration.
Very much so. And before we get any more frustrated,
we'll take a break and come back.
We'll take a break and come back.
The Color of the Soul, a fine art exhibition, is on at Arnim's Art Galleria. View The Color of the Soul at our newest gallery, located in Laramine on Bamboo Bay Road. 3 artists take you on a journey through realism, inspirational and abstract canvases. Nisha Mohammed, Leslie Daisley and Natasha Rampasad have colored their souls just for you. You can still catch this exhibition until November 27th. For viewing times, call us at Arnim's on 610-9289 or 763-2846. The Color of the Soul.
Yes, folks.
So we are back.
We are back again.
So we want to show, what we want to do is give a little taste, a better viewing experience of one of Joshua's performance.
Yes. So we run to that now.
So taking a little bit of Joshua.
Everyone, my name is Joshua and I am representing Milton Hall Methodist Primary School. I am performing Let Us Build a Nation Together by Merchant. No election, Bacchanal, diary. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate, because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For a country, we must have regard. Forget all the differences that we started with, and onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So Come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things we need to see about, and surely I don't have to spell them out, because you know as well as I do, the only way is putting more effort and less play, because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who wants to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say, that is the main foundation. So, come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, let us build a nation together. Oh. Thank you, everyone.
Right. Yeah. You know, powerful. I like the interpretation I do.
Yeah.
And again,
I speechless.
my thing is turned to anger and disgust that this was not the front page of the any of the nature.
Yeah, any of the national papers.
That we had a competition that is a long running competition. Somebody win, a child win. It's in the front. Well, I don't know if it make papers. It didn't make no papers. These people and them just claim them for the betterment of the country, boy. That's why I tell them, boy, patriot. He's African, boy. None of them can tell me what it means to be a Trinidadian. You have a young man use such a powerful song, put his flavor to it, enter a competition, win the competition. I sure that it maybe had some killing or something on the front page of the papers, or someone of the political bacchanal. It seems like that's the only way to sell newspapers in Trinidad and Tobago.
Which is rubbish.
We don't only have a set of reporters in Trinidad. We are no journalists.
No.
So they say, what is the difference? I say, a reporter go hear something or you go tape it, and if we have an app to type it all and thing, that they are journalists in the country. Because as a journalist, I making myself available to them kind of thing, so they could send that information for me, and I could do a little write-up on it, because that is positive news for the community.
Yeah.
And
when you're telling each other too, I mean, after when you do all of that, and, you know, what next? What happening after that? Where's the motivation? You know, yes, so the Emancipation Support Committee would have put it up on their page. We share it. Mommy and daddy share it. And I mean, we've seen it on the ground. But you have other children out there who may be home, they don't know what to do with themselves, and they have an opportunity like this now to say, well, boy, I can get involved in that. I tell you, things like, I watching a clip come up on my Facebook the other day, party time. You remember what party time was like?
Yeah, I went to taping once. I just a beg to go. But them time I still tie up home now, you know, like how I see children on the road by themselves and thing. I can do that now. I remember begging, and me and my friend Jason went down there. But I remember we had known one or two people who perform on party time. And we had also know people who perform on scouting for talent. And that was a big thing.
Yeah. But all them things was things that you could have participated in to showcase your talent. And party time was lip syncing,
Dancing.
live, dancing, choral speaking, spoken word, right? All them things. And it's like, it go on.
And this is what I continually ask. I leave room to be wrong. But if we serious as the bosses are the people we elect, most of we don't like to say it so. As the bosses are the people we elect, why we don't start to force them to implement more sports in we communities and more things like that. Talent shows. You know, Saturday evening, people should be looking forward to a talent show.
Yeah.
You
How much
understand?
we had 12 and under. We had scouting for talent.
I wait on a community
Mastana
level.
Bahar.
I wait on all of that too. I'll tell them, oh, let's talk unity. But unity is not something else talk.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather, the way he used to religiously watch Mastana Bahar, I catch myself watching Mastana Bahar. I catch myself.
But I used to watch it too. Pick up
Pick up
waiting
on
to
it.
see you with it.
Yo! You understand? And you catch yourself rooting for people. Now I tell them and say, oh, the thing is, we still captivated by the talk on our podium.
Yeah.
On our community level, we're supposed to be doing more. Because the nation is made up of communities. Every community. Your MPs and them supposed to be in charge. You're supposed to be seeing your MP every week.
Yeah.
Not he in an office for 2 hours or 3 hours, or she in an office for 2 hours or 3 hours. And you have to make an appointment. And imagine that, boy, I vote for you. In a position where you're making thousands of dollars a month. I not making no money during the pandemic. You in lose $1 out of the salary that I pay. But I had to make an appointment and go by you maybe 5 o'clock in the morning and hope you come in that day.
That's the only time I get to see you. If I get to see
And we satisfied with that type of politics, boy. And when you talk about it, people that about, oh, you don't like it. It's not, I don't care who's the party, because all of them just do it. I'm not on the party politics thing. I'm talking about access to it. Because Saturday evening, let me just say, outside of COVID, Saturday evening, this hour, community talent show supposed to be in full swing. And who in the front? All the councillors and the MP. Right? And the MP now rushing because this wouldn't be the only one in the community.
Right.
So I will come here and I'll spend 20 minutes here and I have to go down in the one and be active in it. Same thing with sports. One of the ideas I had for sports in the African community especially is every season we follow football, basketball, cricket seasons internationally.
Right.
In football season, you're supposed to have a football competition on every court that the government built and every football field that the government built and the regional corporations is maintained, supposed to have a competition going on. It's not supposed to be empty no time of the year. So for 4 months it had a football competition.
Yeah.
When that finished, straight after that is basketball competition, cricket competition. If it had tennis or whatever in the community.
But it has so much sports.
That's what I'm saying to you.
hockey, volleyball,
You know?
all them things.
And keep the members of the community active.
Yeah.
Plus, we seeing the people we elect.
Yeah. And you will see a reduction in the
Of course.
nonsense that taking place in the
Of
communities
course.
because the children and them will be busy.
And so this is why I just have to ask the question. These people that we elect, they seriously, do they want to change or they like how it is because it benefits them? I have no choice but to ask that question, prove me wrong. I would love to be wrong.
Yeah.
But
Prove us wrong. We want to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
We want to be proven wrong.
Because all I want to see is improvement in my communities. You know? That is all I want to see.
Correct.
I want you to be able to, you jump up 10 o'clock in the night and you're feeling peckish, as we just say.
Yeah.
And you could ball, wait now, good, Karen go have doubles this or why no? Whoa, you still up more? Yeah. Make 3 from another boy coming now. And you go down there and get 3 pie.
Yeah.
After 10:30 in the night, and you're not worried about crime and that kind of thing now. We had to live so,
Yeah.
We had to, and we had to do something about it.
But that's why they say crime is a business, you know, and they say crime is part of the economy. You understand? Because if you remove it, what will happen?
And that is a whole other discussion, because then, you know, they like to come with the semantics and the nice talk and tell you this and explain this. And after they don't explain and it sounds so nice, nothing then change. That's why I really can't deal too much with politicians.
Yeah.
You know, we could do this thing. We could do this thing.
Yeah. I mean, I know rocket scientist, Bridget. I know rocket scientist, but as a 13-year member of Barataria, right, I am telling you that it is possible. Because in Barataria, we have the community center. We have two very big fields. And I talking about Barataria.
That's just one part of Barataria, yeah.
I reach ESCTT yet. And the councillor for Barataria just finished or paving behind the basketball court.
Right.
And making another area for, I think it's lawn tennis or something.
Okay.
Or volleyball.
All right.
Right? So now you have the basketball court designated for basketball. You have another court designated for whatever else.
And right across you have a big field.
A big field, which have the cricket
and football, the cage and football.
And the football field.
Right.
Both have pavilions. And then you have the community center that have a gym in it.
Well, I didn't even have a gym in it.
What is the excuse?
Why is this? And I asked, how this? We have all this infrastructure,
yeah,
but they're empty.
Imagine Malik Folk Performance is practicing Pamberry Panyard. And Malik is part of Barataria. Were you going quite sour to practice there for?
The next thing too, like a community center not supposed to be closed. At least if I pass by the community center on a Saturday evening, 6 o'clock, I'm not supposed to be closed. You know, I remember my grandfather talking about he used to teach art in how is it called? Community improvement or something. So Uncle Errol might be able to give me the name. How they used to call it? I think it was community improvement or something. So they used to call it. And he used to teach art, and he wrote a few plays for Best Village.
Yeah,
I always remember one named Shango Mango Lizzie, right? Where these things are them.
Well, it's no benefit to them. I mean, they can't make no money off it. They can't run no racket, so how they go?
And that's why they say, if that thought is wrong, what Karen now expressed there, because a lot of young people have that thought process that politicians seems to only want to get involved in things that them could see a direct return from.
Yeah.
Whether they know that they'll get money now, or they know in the long run they'll get money. But that's the only thing they seem to, if they're wrong, prove it wrong. And here we can prove it wrong. Here we start to revive these kind of things.
Yeah.
Things that going to take youths, young men, young black women. Of course, the nation on the whole.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have a play about a community. I do what the doubles man had to be a East Indian. You understand? The man selling roti.
Yeah.
Or the woman selling roti,
yeah.
You know, because all that is part of it, you know, we just focus on the African because we see how neglected our community is.
Yeah.
But it's not the focus is not to leave out anybody else.
No.
You know, I have East Indian family.
Same.
I'm not trying to leave out, I just the spotlight and focus is on us. Because we need that. We need to put in our work.
Definitely. So, I mean, again, as I say, it's not rocket science. It is not rocket science. And the more I think about it, is the more aggravated I get with regards to the way how we make things involve politics in things that don't need to be political, right? Simple things in the community center. The community thing is this one becoming with that one because this one can't get access and that one can't get access and
it shouldn't have no
shouldn't
problem
even
with
reach to
access.
that. It should not be that. You know what I mean? The community center, the first word in the phrase is the community center. You understand? So why we as the community gain our problem to access it? Right? Okay, you might have certain things going on and whatever. But
we have a schedule, so we have to work with the schedule.
You work with your schedule.
And that's what, so I like simplicity. It have a schedule. I wanted it for Thursday, 5 p.m. Come check. Now, boy, Thursday, 5 p.m. It have another group here already. Thursday, 7 p.m. available or Friday, 5 p.m. available. What you want to do? That's it. I don't like unnecessary bacchanal. I don't like bacchanal on the whole. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I love simplicity.
Yeah.
And that is part of the way forward I want to move.
Well, they have a principle, they say it's the KISS principle. Keep it simple,
Keep it simple. Yeah, I remember one of the coaches before used to always tell me
Yeah,
that.
keep it simple, right? We're making things difficult that don't need to be difficult, right?
So
folks, we're wrapping up. Remember to like, follow, share, subscribe to the Afro Trini View.
to
on
Gayelle,
YouTube,
the
Gayelle
Caribbean
the
as well.
Caribbean, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Share up the thing.
Yeah,
Share up the thing because it's a serious conversation.
and the more we share it, the other continue sharing because the more you're sharing is the more to reach more people.
Yeah. Right, so we out.
Well, be safe
All
out
enjoy
there.
the weekend.
Live in love.
Yeah.
Goodness, my brother.